And we are live. Hello everybody, good evening. Welcome to fawnyglow, I'm Hawthorne. Happy Tuesday everybody, I hope you've been well. I am very excited to jump right back into this game every week after every Tuesday, because it's Turnabout Tuesdays. I'm like, I have to go back to this game. But I can't play without y'all, so gotta wait patiently. Hi Oz, hi Pop. Hello. Thank you for sticking around. I know there was an ad just now. We currently put on a new poll as well. For those that haven't really tuned in the earlier stream or you don't know what's happening, that's a-okay. It's just a 10-minute poll for those that have watched so far and are playing along with me. So, no pressure there. Gonna swap to the game screen real quick because it's loaded up anyway. Alright. Oz, you know investigations. Have you played the whole thing already? We're gonna give it 2 to 3 minutes maybe. Let people trickle in a bit. Don't remember it fully. You know, makes sense. When people ask me about, you know, all the cases in the first trilogy, 3 games, I couldn't even tell you everything about them. I can't remember everything either. It's been a while. Gallery. I do like listening to their music. We're gonna hop in a few minutes. Just waiting for some friends to trickle in as well. The remix, the arrangements are very good. Maybe Mask Damask is here? Oh, classic. Triumphant Turn. It's like the Great Revival. Oh, it's like a jazzy, funky version of Gumshoe's theme. What is this? Oh, hell yeah. Banger. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, we are going in. Okay, last time we kind of left off at a cliffhanger, so it's a little bit nerve-wracking. There were 2 at the gift shop. I don't know why there's a 3rd here in this room, which is kind of really sus. Interesting. Okay, what is one of these suitcases doing here? I thought you said there was only one left. That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now. She's used it. Oh, cat cameo. Hi. Ah. Yeah. 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 She's used it for a long time. I think not. Mr. Nero, I appreciate if you wouldn't lie to me. Excuse me? I don't believe for even 1 second they've used this for a very long time. What proves that this hasn't been used for nearly as long as Mr. Nero says? Well, there is a price tag right there. Hello. Tell me, Mr. Nero, it is also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase? Ah! What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, sales numbers made her cry bitter tears. The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. No. Mr. Nero, I think I understand. Know what you're trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in... It's probably in the flight shop, right? Why does she have another suitcase here? Oh! Is she buying her own suitcases? Is she buying her own suitcases? Hi, baby. Hi, baby. What's up? What's up? You just played. Silly baby. Wanting to make a jump. Now then, that suitcase was originally in... Well, I still stand by the idea that it's probably in the in-flight shop. Seeing as how the price tag is still on the suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought the suitcase was... Oh, don't tell me you're really buying it for yourself. No, I mean... Oh, honey. Honey.
Take that!
It was you, wasn't it, Mr. Nero? I hate to say this, but the suitcase that you designed, it hasn't sold very well, has it? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling, and were deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself. Isn't that right? Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was... I'm sorry. All I really have is my job. I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something. Oh no. But the suitcases didn't sell.
Hello?
Hi, Kami. Oh gosh, okay. Yeah? You making me nya. How dare you? It's because of the design, isn't it? It's all because it's, as you put it, hideous. I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either. We weren't selling a single one. They were just sitting there collecting dust. I felt so bad seeing them there day in and day out. And hi, Kami, welcome to the stream. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked. Oh, goodness. You're gonna rack up quite a bill. Just buying your own suitcase over and over. Where are the other ones? Do you have 20 at home at this point? I'll take your entire stock! You buy one every single time you work a flight. I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase. This receipt is clearly timestamped 5:40 a.m. Well, that's gonna be important. Not quite sure how yet. I gotta compare all the details again. The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight. Mr. Nero, where are these other suitcases? It did cost 1,200. You know, Tenero, I don't blame you that your suitcases didn't sell. Because I don't think at that point it's the design's fault. Oh, welcome back, Party Pop. We have one vote as in the captain being the most sus, and the other vote going to Miles Edgeworth. I am, in fact, pretty sus. So, I can't fault you for that, chat. They should all be down in the cargo hold. Then the suitcase the killer used. It could very well have come from the cargo hold. Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think that the killer used one of my suitcases to... Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body. Ah! How could they? Suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips. That's all I ever wished for them to be. Mr. Nero, is there any other way to get the car... Yeah? Mr. Nero, is there any other way to get the cargo hold other than the elevator? The only other way is just through that door there. And what about security? That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room, you need a special key card that only crew members have access to. Hi, no one. Miles keeps meowing, which is sus in his own way. I don't know, I just couldn't control myself, man. Something called out to me. My inner kitty wanted me to say nya. Okay, let's think about this. If we are going with the idea... Nya? Stop! I should have made it more expensive. Nyaretz. So if we're going with this logic, right, that only crew members could go to the cargo hold, it's either to Nero or Cammy Meal. And Cammy, I didn't have a lot of suspicion on her yet. Oh no. Yeah. A special keycard that only crew members have access to. So if it's not to Nero, which I feel like she's kind of taking the fall here, she's being set up a little bit. It could be Cammy. It could be Zinc. Because Zinc does have that cloth. What, Borginian cloth or something? It could be multiple. No, I don't know if this case has any accomplices in mind, but... That Niao is Zesty, and not the earlier ones? Okay, fair enough. Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects. I can't believe it. Hold it! Yes, Francisca? Going on these wild goose chases, you're a disgrace to the Von Karma name. And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. The fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said the culprit must be a crew member who used their key card. Miles Edgeworth, you're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct? Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Miss Meal, I asked her earlier and she had this to say. Francisca got information out of Miss Meal. In order to make the elevator go down the cargo hold, a different key card is required. A different one? Yes. And the only person who holds that particular card is you, Miss Rhoda De Niro, and only you! Yeah. I just got a notification somewhere. That was a half-assed What? Is this true, Miss De Niro? Yes, I keep that key card in my locker at all times. Could you please show us that card right now? Yes. Hold on. I don't believe it! What's wrong? The key card, it's gone! Ha ha ha. Very clever. Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact, you're just trying to hide it from us. You really thought this through. Wait, it's not like that. You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman. Yes, ma'am. Mr. Edgeworth. I'm just letting it happen? Francisca, hearsay is a thing, you know, and also false testimonies are also a thing. We have been in 2 games together, Francisca. You're better than this. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Francisca, I know you're trying to lead... You are the lead investigator on this case. However... Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more time, my time. You know the rules as well as I do. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I intend to investigate the cargo hold now. What will you do, Miss Miles Edgeworth? I intend to do likewise. You're just gonna let the cop take De Niro away before we could confirm everything? Okay. Another to be continued, another save file. Here we go. Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh? Oh, there goes the himbo. It's so big! Oh my goodness. Holy suitcases. This plane is a special model. It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. An A380 that only has cargo and first class is wild. So this is the real scene of the murder? There's certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct? Okay, let's get investigating, sir. There is a bit of an empty space here. So one of them was taken. Holy suitcases! That's what I said earlier. Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair. These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell. The ones the company's planning to dispose of after this flight is over. This paint job is really cool, don't you think? Practically screams artsy. Uh-huh. Oh? Why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness. You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200! No, I think I'll pass. And Mr. Nero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Yeah. Although, definitely looks like one is missing. Oh, what's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? There's a bunch of glass fragments. Those are the glasses, I think. Let's put 1 and 1 together. So, that's a sign. Well, it depends on what you consider spicy. If you consider deep and sultry to be spicy, then yeah, I suppose. I think we can safely conclude that these fragments are from a pair of glasses. And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of this glasses lenses. Ergo, the victim was here, just as I suspected. So you're saying the real scene of the crime was here, sir? Isn't that what I've been trying to say for a while now? Oh, is it? I didn't know that. Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably. All that's left is to find the murder weapon. And keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. You... really? By the look of his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so. Oh, come on. I want to hear more about it. Tell me more about how you work those abs and... never mind. It's probably all core anyway. Edgeworth, you monster. I know, Edgeworth is being so mean. The Gumshoe. So rude. Yeah. No worry, I have my eye on it. That's what the victim checked in, sir. Oh, the suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look. There's nothing out of the ordinary in here, sir. Wait, a file? And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir. Huh? Looks like a profile of Franz. Why did Mr. Hicks have documents on Franziska in his possession? What? Why would Mr. Hicks have a file on her? Have had a file on her? Franziska? Can I present that to you? You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. Seems to me that you were already here at the airport for something beside this murder. Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental-level international crime. It's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with the Interpol. Oh? Interpol is involved. It's a top-secret operation, so I can't really tell you more than I already have. Do I have evidence of... doesn't seem like I have evidence yet. Okay, we'll come back to that. Interpol? Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documented profiling Franziska? Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir. I don't think that's the reason. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of Interpol investigation. Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her. Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was, in actuality, Interpol agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do. Now I get to talk to her about that? Okay, fine. You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring. And we were also hearing about like a legendary thief from the previous case, like Yadagarasu. So there's something about smuggling and stealing in this game that is a part of a bigger picture. Hi, you guys! Was it the Ube Malona? Was it the OG? He went undercover to investigate this crime. It was I who put him on this case. I don't know if you should be smug about that, Franziska. I don't think that smile is deserving at the moment. I was supposed to receive a call from him on the cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to see a call about his murder instead. I think we now have pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold. But what was he doing down here, sir? There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe you forgot something in a suitcase and came down to get... Ow! Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, of that I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation? No. Unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he landed. I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in. Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then, the killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and they entered the elevator. But while they were riding it up, boom! The plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out. OG Malona is so good. At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling his contents everywhere. which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor. Okay, that was barely an investigation. We only checked, like, what, 2 things? I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage. What? Really, sir? I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Miss Rhoda De Niro. I'll be the judge of that. I like that. Well, I can't say I like that, but I noticed that they've made Franziska dumber just because you have someone to kind of refute against. She is smarter than this. She is best girl. But I guess Miles needed some gameplay, so they dumbed her down for the sake of gameplay. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Miss Rhoda De Niro. I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? It was stolen, girl! I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that. Okay. If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. That's correct. It doesn't have to be her, though. That might be true, but it could be anyone, including Miss Meal or even the captain. Wait, is Miss Meal not part of the crew? Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand, much like Scruffy over there. Franziska, I think it's high time you know that it's usually on autopilot 90% of the time. They only handle landing and takeoff. But maybe... Hey! Can't disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe does always need a guiding hand. Very well. Then what about the other flight attendant, Miss Meal? Ha! I thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is the keycard that allows the elevator to come down here was only apparently De Niro's, but it's highly unlikely that a keycard was stolen from Miss De Niro.
Objection!
It's highly likely, sorry. It's highly likely? Is that possibility the best you can come up with? And you call yourself a disciple of my father? Yes. Well, while I don't have any evidence, Be quiet, you're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Miss Rhoda De Niro, you know. It's not just the keycard that gives her away. Are you talking about the murder weapon? The Captain Ugo piggy bank? Yes, she's also the only person with a key to open that display case. Hi, some guy. Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bang. Go on. But that's a fake. Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth. You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and came up empty-handed. There must be a way. Must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as a murder weapon. What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon? Well, it's the crime scene, right? I think we should examine the crime scene in more detail. It might turn up the murder weapon if we search all the cargo and luggage. Did you think I hadn't thought of that? Even now we're searching through them. But we haven't found anything that closely resembles a murder weapon. Never mind, it wasn't the cargo hold. Alright then. I suppose we should examine something else. And that would be... I guess... I guess the body? This guy, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions. Oh, was I? Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet. How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon? Scruffy! Yes, sir. Contact the medical examiner's office at once! Wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Yes, sir! Oh, there he goes. Franziska can't tolerate losing. And also thank you, Yukis. I had to gulp water there. You didn't hear it because of the ad, but I almost drowned. We've got a big problem, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Huh? What is it, detective? You're still doing the autopsy, but they said that they already know this one thing for sure. Report, now. The doc said it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back. One giant bruise? If it's one giant bruise, how could a small piggy bank like that do such a big bruise? It's one bruise. If you're saying multiple bruises, multiple points of impact, yes. But one giant bruise doesn't seem... Well, that seems to be in our favor then. It shouldn't be piggy bank. From the victim's shoulder to its mid-back. He was speeding over such a wide area? Well, I'd say maybe it's a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. Wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir. It's a really heavy piggy bank. Scruffy, what is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean? Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective? Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir. You're completely useless! Yo! Sir, I told you already, you can't go down there! No, you remove yourself from my way! What is all that racket? My luggage, my cargo, they're mine, and I demand you return them to me! We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience. I suppose there's no choice. Finally, I think he gave... Hey, what are you? You left me no choice but to use strong force! Ah! You won't get past me! Oh... This is... Wait, that's it! Comedic timing? What is that freeze frame? I love that it just froze right there. He's about to fall to his death, and then meanwhile Edgeworth is like, wait, that's it! He's gonna fall to his death! That's what happened to the victim! Yes, there is. Oh! He's still falling! Oh my god. And then it's gonna cut back to him and he's gonna fall up like an extra inch. We're gonna cut back, he's gonna fall an extra inch, and then we're gonna flash back to Franziska, aren't we? No! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, he didn't die. The cause of... Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over, which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area. But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark. which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back. If that's the case, then the piggy bank is much too small to have caused that. Therefore, the murder weapon was something far bigger. Yes, he fell to his death. I mean, what else do you expect me to put together? Yeah. If we're looking for a rather large weapon, you'd think it'd stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Are you... Edgeworth, you saw someone fall from the guardrail. You don't think Agent Hicks could have fallen from the staircase, you know? What? Because normally it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration. Yeah, he fell from further down. What was that all about? Was he trying to jump his way down here? Franziska! What? What do you want? I found it, Franziska. I found the real murder weapon. You did? He really jumped. We didn't realize it until now, but the answer has been right in front of us this whole time. He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. We're just talking about the real murder weapon, like screw zinc at the moment. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit. This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone else she comes across. Anyway, if you're really a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence. You two aren't listening at all, are you? The writing in this game is so fucking good. Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of. I mean, how do I show evidence that he fell to his death? Don't have anything to show. I don't have any evidence to show you. Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me. What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show? Perhaps I should have phrased it as that which caused Agent Hicks' death is incorporeal. Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what the real cause of death. The victim fell from great height and subsequently died as a result. In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground. He fell to his death? Yes, this is the only plausible possibility. The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and his back. Bruising on the back of his head and his back. Don't twist too much. And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death. But the murder happened inside this plane. I know. Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from? Look behind you. As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us the whole time. You can't mean... Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold. What? Then, we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. Oh, he's gonna go check on Zinc. Hey, you! Tell me you aren't dead, pal! Oh, quiet. Why are you screaming? He's alive. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death. That man is living proof of that. I suppose it's true it's not possible, given the current circumstances. The current circumstances? What is that supposed to mean? Suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What could have happened then? It would have been Borgini and Panic for sure, sir. Read the room, buddy. And suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing. But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there's no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios. Yeah, it's a transfer cargo, so... Might not have been there. Maybe there now, but there's no proof that it was always there. Ha! As if there could have been a window of time when the giant box was not there. But there was. What?
Take that!
You refueled in the Republic of Zhengfa? Yes, this flight had a short layover in Zhengfa in order to refuel. But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question. Ah, it's labeled Zhengfa Express! Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa. Oh, thank you, Shokapani. Hi, I didn't know you're lurking. I must now drown in my own water. Oh. Hi. We are near the end of case 2, I believe. So we're currently solving the murder here, and we have deduced that the person fell to his death, and that this murder weapon was a red herring set up by the murderer, which we are still finding out. But now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time? It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the flight, making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible. But your theory is still very far-fetched. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is. My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail. Okay. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew. It sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. Oh no, we're doing this again. Okay. Here. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. A leaf red statue. Never heard of it. Wait. Is it this statue? Don't tell me the whole statue is here. Why is it here? It's the only statue I've seen, but why is it here? Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Let's get investigating, sir.
Look here. Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission.
Don't rush up on me like that, pal. I have a gun. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc?
Of course it's mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This leaf red statue is worth 10 million cents.
Cents?
No, maybe much, much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective. Darn, how did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Aww. Aww, I ship it. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression that he continues to madly spin in play. Edgeworth, stop roasting your... I was gonna say cuddle buddy, but it might be more than that. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So that 10 million cents, is that in Europe or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It's a very, very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Is there anything I can give you? Can I show you the cloth again?
What a waste! How horrible to see a priceless piece of cloth soiled!
I assure you, it wasn't me. I believe it to be the work of the killer.
I will teach that killer a lesson! You be sure I will! It will be the LeBlanc Revolution!
I think you mean the LeBlanc retribution, but the way it sounds intimidating. Yeah. I'll send you the photo of the,
Why do you show me something of no value? Show me the bread first, and maybe we'll talk.
Wait, he wants me to pay him before he'll comment on this? Bread. Okay, I'll keep investigating for now. I'll come back for you, LeBlanc. Was there anything new that I got here? Smuggling, valuable... Ah! If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhangfa. Is it fake or the real thing? I think I need to question him a bit further. Okay, that might give us something. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document?
Mr. Zing LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once.
I
can't read this. What does it say? It says as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
And there you have it, Miss Miles. What, I keep saying Miss Edgeworth. We having a gender bent run here?
Too bad for you. The statue was brought on board in Europe just as it states in the certificate.
No, that's... Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue was sitting there. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right.
Oh! This? I know I've seen this somewhere before. Oh wait, but the eyes are different. And also I think the fangs are different too. Yeah. Sir, I am sorry, but that is a fake. This is the Leaf Red? Gives us such a feeling of art. I can practically spell it.
This statue has a high amount of historical value. After it was unveiled at the museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
It's a leaf yellow, my friend. It's not even... I believe a closer look is warranted here. I mean... So this is the leaf red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. You should examine it with more detail. Well, I mean, there's that. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do. But it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What colors are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah! Sir, they're red! As I thought. The statue was a fake. Mr. LeBlanc?
What do you want? Do you not know I am a busy man? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Leaf Red, I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
Is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess the statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Looks like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is that? Sympathy? For what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the 2 of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling now that...
Ow.
Is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. What?
Now, do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
The fake! I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake, there must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhengfa. I will present to you evidence that will resolve remaining contradiction. Is that an impact mark? What is that?
So this leaflet is a fake. That art dealer isn't looking too happy about it either, sir. I will get to the bottom of this, for his sake as well as mine. Can't believe you were able to tell this was a fake from a single glance, sir. You knew right away that his eyes were a different color than it was in the photo. Yes, and like a certain detective who needs to try a little harder. The fact that this is fake means it was swapped for the real one at some point. Oh, wait a second. So during the unloading and loading, did they swap out? Did the smugglers take the real one and swap in the fake? To think that they made a whole copy, a fake version of the real thing though, and decided to swap it in this big switcheroo is kind of wild. Like, why go through all the effort? Okay, hang on. Is there anything more? No. Oh, maybe on this side. What have we here? It says Zhengfa Express on the cloth, sir. Something is tugging on the corner of my mind, as if though something is out of place. This was loaded on board during the refueling between 4 and 5 AM, so maybe I can do this. I'm not entirely confident as to... Ooh. Okay, maybe I just gotta present the right information here. How come when I answer confidently, you take that to mean we're off course, sir? No reason. I don't know yet. I don't know, do I present this here? Oh, never mind. Uh-oh. See a down arrow there. Maybe you can take the base? You're right. Wait. It says I can look around. Oh, with the arrow keys. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thank you. Leftover suitcases sit here, lined up in 2 pretty neat rows. Too bad for a misdemeanor, but this design is unmarketable. Oh, why don't they sell them in the airport and have a bargain basement sale? Buy one, get one free! If you win the raffle, you get one more for free. How about those ideas, sir? I think if they did that, everyone would lose. Lamau. What's this? The statue looks like it's been stepping all over this neighbor's cloth cover. Ah! This was here after Zhengfa Express. Awesome. It kind of resembles the owner's attitude in a sense.
You, what did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It's too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive the trespasses? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it.
The dresses of my subordinate. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, maybe it's not the exact spot. Hang on. I'll do it here. And then we do Zhengfa at 4 to 5. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? This is a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck on another piece of cargo. Ah! That's not possible! But it is. It shouldn't be this way when the statue was on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Zhengfa, there's no way any part of this would wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Zhengfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. He could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hinks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport, would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would have naturally fallen onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who was forging or modifying cargo certificates. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed, huh? Yes, while this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. Stinky boy. Hi, Boof. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. The statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip. There would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer, move the statue immediately! I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now! Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my filings. Go on. After moving the leaf red statue out of the way. Oh, I think an ad is coming soon, so I'm going to hold off on that. After moving the red leaf statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. Oh. I see, there was a reaction to luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot. Will you stop looking at it now, sirs? How do you move that? I think the ad is playing at least.
Hello?
Welcome back, Kamikitsu. Thank you for your sub. Really appreciate it in these trying times. And also, I had to get water, so thank you, Beef Bone. I will have to gulp this down again. Well, the hydration trick is working. I have been having more water. It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? How did the killer clean up all the blood? Well, a really good Borginian cloth, I guess.
Take that!
The killer used a bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa? There's no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. Someone said that he was still here. Oh, Miss Meal. Was he there? Miss Meal. It's starting to get sus. Recall Miss Meals' testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know. She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. There are a lot of lies in these games, more so than the main Ace Attorney trilogy. I like it. Okay. And once again, thank you for your sub, Kami. Really appreciate it. Every little cent counts. Miss Meal. Miss Meal! Do you recall what you said earlier? About when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhengfa? Huh? You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. Bits! Himbo Gumshoe, hi Yugis! And thank you for a bit. I can't do that 71 times. You forgot about her outfit. However, that is simply not possible. Because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhengfa. Uh-huh. Miss Cammy Meal. Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did. No one can make a mistake so large, Miss Meal. But I make that kind of boo-boo all the time. This is going nowhere. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction. Very well, Miss Meal, if you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were to land at 3 a.m. and 6 a.m. when the body was found. Yukis, I don't think I can say that. Are you telling me I'm a suspect, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. Yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was, in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self. How was a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? This one kind of proves that it's not right, because De Niro was in the room from 5 to 6. Yeah. But she brought it back. So I know what to prove. I know what to present in a bit. Okay, good. Miss Meal, wake up! She fell asleep again. Looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her. Ayo? Ayo? Hang on. Maybe don't word it that way. Wait, do I just press that first statement?
Hold it!
Hold it! What are you holding, Edgeworth? Edgeworth, stop pressing.
Miss Meal, wake up. I'm awake, I'm awake. Miles Edgeworth, I demand that you do something about this flight attendant this instant. Franziska, can I borrow your whip? Why ask me to wake her when you can finally put that whip to an appropriate use? In the flight attendant's room. That's okay. No, you weren't.
Objection!
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Meal. A receipt? For what? For the suitcase Miss Nero bought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp. As you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Miss Nero. Yes. Why is the killer here? I thought you have locked her up by now. I requested that she be present as a witness, so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from first class down to the first floor in the flight shop, correct? Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase, your own suitcase, after which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off. And did you see Miss Meal there at that time? No. So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.? Miss Cammy Meal! Huh? The bathroom? I'll be the one to ask the questions here. Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know? You take me for a fool. That's a little too convenient to be true. But it's the truth, cross my heart. So you coded, Rari Pop? Just watch out, we might uncover her as the killer. I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage. Maybe I do. Miss Meal, I present the hidden camera in the toilet. You don't believe me, do you? Well, please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? Okay. No, she's just sleepy all the time. Or maybe it's all a guise for something. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. Do you think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? Stop trying to pin it on Rhoda. You've done that several times now. Now I'm on you. She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super sus. Meow. Please leave Mr. Nero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now. I don't get it. Why are you covering for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe you've got your eye on Miss Rhoda. Of course I'm keeping an eye on her. Can't very well let her escape, can I? Never mind. Do you want to know something? Miss Rhoda actually kinda I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design. She kinda likes someone? I know. He's like, ladies. Ladies, you're both beautiful. Now's not the time for this sort of talk. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. Gumshoe's in front of it. No, it's not the only reason I have for suspecting you. The statements regarding Mr. Hicks also turned out to be a bunch of lies. But say I wasn't an attendant.
Well?
You weren't.
Yeah.
Now, is that one spicy? But say I wasn't an attendant. You wouldn't suspect me then, would you? Yes. I suppose that's true enough. But you'd think that maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too.
Hold it!
Yeah, I do love her smile. The bubbly little... She's already being detained for further questioning, or have you already forgotten? Oh, yeah, I guess I just forgot.
Hello?
Drink water? Okay. Fine. Cammy, don't tell me you suspect me too. Sorry, can't help it.
Hello?
I mean, other than you... Ah. Ugh. Just put the bottle down.
Oh, for fuck's sake! How many do you have? Okay. I just refilled my water bottle like 2 minutes ago. I think it's funnier not to have the cooldown on that, but wasn't expecting it to be that cheap.
Hello?
Kami, not helping. Should change the name of this stream to Streamer Drinks Water instead of Ace Attorney. Holy fuck. I'm very hydrated. Sorry, can't help it. I mean, other than you, there's no one else who could have done. No, Rory Pop, no.
Hello?
No, no. That's it, I'm upping the price of that thing eventually.
Hello?
No! No! How many? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's how many nyas? Wait, that's how many waters? That's 8 waters. Oh god, okay.
Hello?
Nya. Nya.
Hello?
What do you mean there's more? Oh. Oh.
Hello?
Yeah. Please, no more.
Hello?
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna pass out. Oh.
Hello?
I'm taking that thing off the menu. Oh. Oh, I don't feel so good, chat. I just downed a liter of water. Oh.
Hello?
The alerts are still coming. Oh. It's okay, I've already accounted for those. I feel so bloated, chat, right now. I am so bloated. I can't believe you would think that. I mean, me, a killer? Oh my god, it's actually harder to voice act like this. Oh, Miss Meal, what did you mean just now by no one else who could have done it? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know.
Hold it!
And what are you in charge of, Miss Meal? I take care of the attendance room. That doesn't count. I'm burping now from all the water. But I spent too much time in there. It might as well be my responsibility. Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English, especially those who speak Virginian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent. Oh, you mean that kind of what am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first place? What else could I have meant? Yeah, so I'm really good at Borginian. He's fluent in Borginian. And I suppose you're in charge of processing documents in Borginian. Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Borginian. Very interesting information. If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious. All I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Borginian stuff. Like the forgery?
Objection!
Tisk tisk. Headshake. So, you're the only one in this flight crew that speaks Borginian. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, I guess so. I studied abroad in Virginia for a while. Oh, I actually, if that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? Hi, Chris! This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose. To lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. What's the yawning effect? The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Virginian is you, Miss Meal. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Elif Red could not have occurred. Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you. Oh? Oh. Her eyes. There's focus in them now. Oh, I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's exactly as you say. Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling? No, far from it. It's true that I was the one who signed off that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of smuggling stick. There's no direct correlation after all. All you have is my signature on a piece of paper. Really? All you did was sign it. And neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So, sorry about that. Seems like she's finally woken up. It's going to be one tough fight. Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved in the smuggling, can't throw the charge of murder on me just like that.
Objection!
If you were involved in the smuggling, you would have a strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring. Well, did you ever just stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member? After all, unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane for work purposes. So perhaps there is some element of a setup at play in this case. What are you talking about? Just blowing your bubbles. Me when the ADHD meds kicked in. This is me, but post-nut clarity. Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you. I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Mr. Nero who's under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can. You have no proof that Rhoda's being set up, or that she isn't. Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all of the blame on the crime onto her. And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Mr. Nero from the very beginning. The what? This, right? Unless there's something else. Do. I mean, it could be this. I could be wrong, though. It could be the luggage, too.
Take that!
The red herring, I guess. Oh no. Ugh, talk about Dr. Sleepy, Mrs. Hydas transformation. This it? But wasn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? You need to stay calm, think carefully, then present the condemning evidence. The luggage?
Take that!
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go through the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss De Niro for the murder. Miss De Niro buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Made my heart go zoom? Oh no, like palpitations, like it just goes too fast. Speaking of medications, I had to go through so many. So many had horrible side effects on me. There's one that I think was called citalopram, I think, which was horrible for me. And there was another one that apparently had adverse side effects in the long term. There's one that was kind of working, but basically there's a label there saying like, yeah, long term it'll lead to heart failure, heart, etc., heart problems. And I'm like, I don't want to keep taking that knowing that for a fact. So I had to really do trial and error for that one. Yeah, citalopram did not work on me, sadly, so it's very case by case, but... Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. It wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted their plan, and tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate a false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree? Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why did the killer need to frame someone that badly anyway? That's because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. I guess all of these are kind of valid. Special circumstances simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age, so no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Miss De Niro or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements. It's not Miss De Niro or myself, but you, Miss Camille. Only you and you alone could be the killer. Oh, and? Are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial evidence. Ugh. I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. And isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture. The phone.
Take that!
I don't have any actual evidence. I thought not. But that's because it went missing and still is. Missing? What do you mean by that? In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece I kept getting stuck on. And that is the victim's cell phone. Franziska, you were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Or at least that's what you told me. Rari Pop. Calm down. That's right. But Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene. You mean the killer took the phone with them? Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer. Haha, come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't his phone break as well? We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we? Franziska, I'd like to ask for your assistance. You know the victim's phone number, do you not? Of course I do. Agent Hicks' phone? It's ringing from somewhere, sir. I hear it, Detective. Now, where is it coming from? Is it gonna be on your body? Miss Meal, wake up! Hey, Mrs. Ashworth, I got sleepy all of a sudden because it sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child. Better find that cell phone fast.
Sounds like the phone is up in the flight attendant's room. You better hurry to the flight attendant's room, sir. The ringing's coming from somewhere in here, sir. Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it. Wonder if it might be inside the suitcase. I don't hear anything sound coming from inside, sir. I don't suppose the culprit would have been so dumb as to try the same trick twice. The ringing is coming from somewhere around here. It's not here, sir. Why do I have such a bad feeling about where we're going to find the phone? Doesn't seem to be over here. Let's look somewhere else, sir. The ringing's coming from here, sir. What? No, it can't be. It's gotta be the victim's cell phone. Just whose locker is this, sir? Oh, it's Tenero's. It's Miss Tenero's. What? You just planted it in the right spot. Sorry, Pop, but you said Miss Meal is like you. Self-cess is valid. So, Miss Edgeworth, how did it go? Where did you find the phone? I found it in the flight attendant's room. Miss Tenero's locker. Oh, what? What? Rhoda Tenero! I don't know anything about the phone. It wasn't me! It wasn't me! It's fun karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away. Wait, I have a theory. This is related to the incident with the keycard. When the killer went to steal the keycard, they conveniently stashed the cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
Objection!
It is related to the keycard, all right. In the same way, we have zero proof that the killer did just that. The only voice that sings the truth is evidence. That is the one bird we cannot ignore. What should I do? Franziska's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point. Alright then, why did the culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? He must have something very incriminating on it. On or in it.
Hold it!
What now, Miles Edgeworth? It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone. Just look at it. Hi, Tidal. What? Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail. The LCD is broken. Without a screen, you can't even place a call with this. I'm guessing it's behind the phone. Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of the smuggling? Franziska! I need you to confirm something. The cell phone, can it take pictures? Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir. It looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine. Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for a smuggling case? If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for a killer smuggler. I'll wait, for those that don't have a sub, so they don't miss out on too much. Thank you for sticking around, though. In terms of medication, I have found the right balance, and I'm slowly trying to ease off of it, but I still have some. This one I've had for, I think, God, like 4 to 5 years at this point. And I've had more meds on top of it, but I've waned off those. Like, they're fine. I'm only relying on this one here for all of it, for the rest of it anyway. Ad breaks end in 20 seconds. I hope your day has been wonderful. Turnabout Tuesdays is always so nice because I just get to kick back and just play through a relatively chill game. It's not intense. And it's just fun going with chat like this. Hello, welcome back. But the phone's all busted up, sir. Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone. I'll find a way, don't you worry about that.
Oh man, go back to sleep now.
Objection!
The LCDs on the inside and outside are broken, that's for sure. That's also reason enough to believe that a killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What?
What do you mean by that, Franziska? Looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics. This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCDs are broken. Possible that the photos are still in there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Franziska, your phone, if you please.
Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey, the red leaf's nowhere in this pic, sir.
This has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Oh, Korean food.
Was it? Come on, hello! Was it KBBQ or like bibimbap, chicken, etc. that you had, Yugi's?
Oh, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks' killer, sir.
Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use?
Hey, it's me. Fragile. Oh, 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 oh.
Handle with care, that's also me. Boxes of bed sheets. These are still in the cargo hold, though. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can't shake the feeling.
And you're just laying around. Mind if I go home?
Yes, I mind. What exactly is different between then and now? Well, these were probably not here. The luggages. I'm trying to figure out from... yeah, well, what's all this?
Cook Japanese curry. Oh yeah, you got like a curry block that you just cooked?
Oh, they are cargo shipped from Virginia to Jiangfa. So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Jiangfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere. One cluster of boxes is written in Virginian. It says, "It is cloth in English." Cloth? Could it be? Is where the killer... What? What for is that scary face? Miss Meal. Yuki says, it was a KBBQ special with rice, green onion, egg, bulgogi, and corn cheese, plus a side order steak tartare topped... What? Was it a set? That sounds amazing. And how much? I ask this as a broke-ass person, but I also want to know. It was a, as a foodie, I do know a lot of places here in Van, so I want to know what it is. Yeah. Gaomon, I'm actually ahead of you. Do you want to be spoiled by this? Because I can tune into yours later on, sure, but... Over 25 per person, before tips for a group of 4. That's not bad. It was a KBBQ special. But there's no actual Korean barbecue like meat, right? It's rice, it's bulgogi, egg, green onion, bowl, corn cheese, and steak tartare. That sounds... Wait, it's less than 25 per person. Well, I meant just since you're now behind me, do you want to be in this to get spoiled, or have you actually gone through the game? Or have you gone through this part now, and I can actually watch some of your streams? It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. Has Rose finished the whole game too? Oh, so you finished the game, but Rose finished this. Okay, kind of confusing, but He left us with a piece of evidence after all. Striking piece that will point out who this killer is. Oh. Ha! Maybe you shouldn't force yourself mistaken reading of... Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth. Virginian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer. Will it? Hang on. The cloth? And what is that supposed to prove? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the balloon. The blood. Why did I say balloon? What balloon? There hasn't been a balloon in this game. Where did the balloon come from? The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. Words. Well, you grab a cloth and you wipe the balloon and it goes. That's how you wipe a balloon. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer in this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zhengfa had cloth written on it. In Borginian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from to clean up the blood with. Okay. The Clussy? No. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Borginian. And the only crew member that fits that description is you, Miss Chamomile. Hold it. Ha! That's pretty flimsy. Killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. And you're frantic. You don't care if the box is in English or Borginian. Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature. What? There was no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Borginian, well then... logically, the killer would have opened this box first! Well, it's bed sheets, but I just wanna... Okay. Hey, it says bed sheets in English right on the box, sir. Precisely. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say? So, what are you trying to say? That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I would have spotted first. However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that? The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs of the box where the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth? Well, that's horse of a different color. Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zhengfa. That's right. That is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Chamomile. Yeah, it's chamomile. It's like the tea that helps you sleep. Kind of. You didn't figure that out during your playthrough? It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes were resealed. All we have to do is contact the Zhengfa authorities in time. Terminate our killer within those boxes. So what do you say? What do you say, Miss Meal? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find out from our investigation in Zhengfa? Break down! Break down! Oh, oh, oh! They're popping! It was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started taking pictures. I couldn't be found out. I was in trouble. I... We finished making all the arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that? They're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we get more out of her there. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth. It was scary, sir. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. Looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye. Miles Edgeworth, more than meets the eye.
I just wanted to say how I appreciate everything you did. Thank you very much.
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation. You did tie me up.
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now. Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
Wait, that's the one with the blood stain on it. One of the ones in the cargo hold that you're gonna dispose of anyway. You're giving me the one that stored the body. Why are you giving me this? That's... I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want it. No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady sheriff's offer. Oh, thank you. I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at GoU Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Hedgeworth. Oh, I haven't seen her smile like that. Thank you, I'll keep that in mind. Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go. Plus, the bloody suitcase. So now we are going home with a piece of the crime scene, I suppose. I can't believe it. We wound up investigating the whole day, sir. But boy, was it fun. Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Franziska? Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure. Departure? Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. She's been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case. Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserved earlier? You got it, sir. Franziska. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter. I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met. I also have no time for some familiar reminiscences. Reminiscences. Just who do you think I am? You are Franziska von Karma, a very proud prosecutor serving a dancing Pierrot living her life on the name and fame of her invincible father built. True, your father, Manfred von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor. I love the lore dump, just in case you haven't played the first 2 games. However, I wouldn't say he was invincible. What are you talking about? You were there! Phoenix beat him! He got arrested! The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most. The smuggling route we found this time is only one sliver of a bigger picture. Sounds like a dangerous assignment. You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself. Yes, I suppose you can. Plus, there's another agent on this case with me. Oh, another agent? He's a star among Interpol agents, and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows, you may even run into him one day. I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths. I suppose, but I doubt he would stay the same. He would stay the same? He would say the same. I'm not following you. You'll understand soon enough. The flight has just begun, Miles Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can't be sure I'll pay you back. In full. I love her. I hope she comes back. I love the jazzy version of his theme. And just like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness, I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip. Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for all your help and cooperation. It was nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. I think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt into my instant noodles tonight. Just how much did you cut his salary by, Franziska? Detective, I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office.
Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want. Don't make me remind you, Detective. Safety first. Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Franziska von Karma, smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident. I don't have to, Rory Pop says, don't have to watch out for her whip. Her nay-nay, though. Ha! Funny joke. Edgeworth speaking. Ah, finally. I called who knows how many times earlier, but I couldn't get through. And you are? Ah, have you forgotten... Oh? Ah, have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy? My boy? Mr. Armano? Oh? Oh?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Who is this? Ah, so you do remember me. No, it's rather sudden, but I can't ask of this. I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son, he's been kidnapped.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, posture check, thank you. I'm gonna get up and stretch. Crack. Crack. My back. That's better. Thank you, Yugis. The kidnapped turnabout. We have all kinds of cases in this game. I love it. Oh, the day after. Okay. Now I'm ahead of Rose. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You ain't got on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. Interesting. I still have the suitcase with me! Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. Am I doing crime? What is this? I wonder who else is around. This is a meeting place after all. Oh no! Oh no! Not the blue badger. No! No! It's their theme in trumpet form. I hate this. For context, in the 5th case, I think, in the first game, the extra mission, it's basically a police mascot kind of thing. And it was involved in the case. Let's just say that it gave me a lot of flashbacks for that case. Really good case. I just don't like the blue badger. Welcome to Gaywater Land. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture with me? A picture of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Wave Guy Electrike, hello. I'm guessing you've played through the game too then. Hello? Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano.
It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. No, that's just how I type. That's just how I type. You know, like... I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. I see. In that case, bring me the money with you to the stadium. So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. When you mean a long time ago, do you mean... like the DS? Also, is that like 2 Lucario references? So Gaomon and Lucario is a Lucario reference. Wave Guide could pretty much be Hado, which could also be Aura Sphere, which could still be Lucario, and you're Electric. So it's already Pokemon adjacent. Do we have 2 Lucario references in the chat today? Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the there's a haunted house? And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for? As for me to decide, you don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. Event schedule, Max Galactica, the Governors. Apollo Justice reference. I've arrived. Go inside. Oh, that's kind of spoopy, y'all. There's a reflection in the... It is the origin! Yes, I clocked another Lucario fan. They can never escape me. Lucario was my favorite Pokemon. I think still is. And so I could recognize Lucario fans from a mile away. Well, yeah, let's just say I know my Lucario lore. And translations. Wave Guy being Hado is pretty well known. Do you two know each other by any chance? That's rare. Second favorite Pokemon is Decidueye now. What is everyone's favorite Pokemon? Gumi Jelly, hi! I don't know what to expect. Flashbacks. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? It's just how I talk. Leave the money and go. Now. What is that sound? I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now. And not push it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I want the segue. What is everyone's favorite Pokemon? I must now know. Let's see. Shokopani is Lumineon. Nice choice. And then we have Chespin. Chespin is very cute. I love Chespin. Base Quilladin. Quilladin. It's just a round boy. Favorite Pokemon was Rapidash until Galarian Rapidash. Then it just became My Little Pony Unicorn. Yes. Rory Popmelt, for context, Acacios is an OC that I have who is an owl, so... I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Oh, don't tell me you're gonna have me investigate the haunted house. What is that at the back anyway? That's like a blue badger. Oh! Oh! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! What the fuck? Huh?
Was a trap. Oh no. That guy betrayed. No, can't be. And the deal. Who is that? What are they talking about? Split police. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. I'm tied up a second time. What's up with this game in bondage, y'all? Also, that was legitimately terrifying. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. If I didn't hate the blue badger back then, I do now. And also, oh, there's a cute pink one, though. Ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, 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 na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Okay. Where am I? How long was I out? What's it raining like this now when I made the drop off? I feel like this is one of those situations where it's like the writer's kinks are showing, you know? You know, when you watch certain movies, it's like, that's a lot of feet in that movie. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I don't know if I would call that a funny case intro, Wave Guide. I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It's from Mr. Ernest Amano, director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano Group. Zaibatsu. Zaibatsu. What does that mean? Let's see. A business conglomerate. There's currently an ad break, so I'm just gonna wait half a minute. I appreciate your subs, though. I know I don't have to do this, but sometimes when I watch other people's streams and then I don't have a sub on them, and they just keep talking or they're just about to reply to something that I typed in, and then they don't hear my response because it's an ad, so it feels bad. Whenever I know there's an ad, I try to wait. Okay, welcome back. So, Zaibatsu is a business conglomerate, apparently. You're playing peak solo, Lollipop. I salute to you. More peak gameplay on Friday. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s. But I guess some things you never grow out of. You don't grow out of getting kidnapped? I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. No! Was that you making that funny sound? Who's there? Now dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight. Oh! I've seen you before. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers?
A kidnapper? Me? No way, I'm not into such petty crimes. No, I'm after something much, much bigger.
She worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu!
Great thief? Did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu?
Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay. Kay? Good. Glad that's settled.
But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes.
I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make the silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and ice glary on me, you know. This rope goes through here, and there you go.
What a relief. I owe you my thanks.
It's okay, you can pay me back in full later.
Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be as easy with this cheeky girl. Great thief. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all?
You doubt me? I get it. You think a young lady like me couldn't possibly be a big-time thief, right?
That's not the part I have a tough time believing.
I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know. Yep, and I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor.
In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right?
What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such horrible things to your savior.
That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you're the Yatagarasu?
Yup. The most righteous of the righteous. The legendary great thief
that has yet to steal a single thing.
But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu.
I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that.
But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works.
Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they?
I knew it! There's just no reasoning with you. I'm not the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's only one thing and only one thing. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal.
Only one thing. What would that be?
People's hearts. But that's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here.
Well, at least there's one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you. How did you get here, though? I thought I was tied up and thrown into this room, so unless you were also kidnapped and thrown into this room, how'd you get here?
So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor.
Oh, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Aha! Now I remember!
How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery.
Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here.
You're not the best thief, are you? It would seem that we are locked in front of from the other side.
What? No way! I don't hear you! La la la!
Kay, do you remember where you came in from? You do remember where you came in from, right? Looks like that might be our only way out of this room. That's a really tall-ass room. Why do you need a storage room that is like 4 stories high? What is that tall ceiling?
Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit.
I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can find any other way out. Blue Badger photo rally. And me. They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally.
You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family too.
Oh.
If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize.
Well, there's a costume head sitting over there.
Why don't we start with a picture of that? Why are you doing this? Why are you partaking in this? Edgeworth, you're better than this. Oh, yeah, no. Lollipop says, gotta admire her dedication. She was trying that door for a while. Yeah, she just kept going. She just kept going. You can't do that. That's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. There's only one of each badger in the park. Try to get the whole badger family. So the proto-badger, the spooky-looking one, was the one that whacked us with the hilt of the sword, I'm guessing. How did I not hear him coming this way? Like, what the heck? Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger? You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this. It's a lore dump? A vile criminal with a gun. Bad badger. Proto Badger is so unsettling. I'm telling you. Think of it as a Bible for all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. Whatever. I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes. It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family's home. It's Badger family's home. FNAF vibes, you're so right, bestie. There are 8 boxes, but only 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force? Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring the theme park. Probably because the Gatewater group owes the police from all those cases they solved. They have all the power of the state, and they use it to make this theme park. It's not just any theme park. You have a handcuff-shaped, double-looping roller coaster. That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. It's not even a goatee, it's like a ring, like, mustache. I won't rest until I've inspected, yeah. So, yeah. If there's only one in the park, one of each in the park, why are there 2 of each badger? I guess they're at different times, I suppose. I suppose this is the pink badger. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and? And her lips are red. See? Lipstick! What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? It says notice the giant pink ribbon, but that one happens to be red for some reason. So that's probably something worth noting in the future, because that's not the right red ribbon. And that might not even be the pink badger. It might be something else. Might be one of the other ones, colored pink or something. I don't know. Maybe someone committed a crime in the original pink badger costume, and or some other costume. They dyed it pink, slapped a red bow on there, and called it a day. Who knows? And what do we have here? Ah! Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. This is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. No shit. The something is what is relevant to my interest, not the key itself. So this is the blue badger's rival, the bad badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this badger, Kay? I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? Edgeworth, a true ally. That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. Look, it's a blue badger! I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. My nemesis!
Hello?
What? Oh, Jake Potter, thank you. Well, what in the... Why is she beating it up? He's got the word badge right in his name. There's nothing but bad news for some... That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I better be careful, or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. And the Proto Badger. This is that Blue Badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design. Oh, he's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter. I suppose he has continued to redesign him. The chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now? Okay, that's all of it. Nice. Man, why did they have to put the window so high up anyway? How's the thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we can make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Haha, that's pretty clever. You've been a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Can't I boost her? But I guess no one can push me up then. Man, why did they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. She's still trying to open the frickin' door. What is this? Looks like the Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. Guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Oh. You're peeking by yourself? Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. How? And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint HELP in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, and how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that might not be great for me, seeing as I am a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? A phone? Isn't this my phone? Looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. Oh, but we do have a way. Right here. Ah! There was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was so worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir, I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sort of... Ah! What's wrong, Detective? Oh. I'm sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't gotten any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go in alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you. eventually. What an asshole! You...
What's wrong? Did you get cut off?
No, my phone ran out of power. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means.
Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. We put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out.
Are you still trying? Oh. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went?
Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone.
I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. Just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here.
After that, they left.
It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the 1 million. 1 million! Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot.
Oh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from there.
Okay. Folding chairs. A door. Trapdoor. Okay. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Is that what I think it is?
Looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves!
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. What do we have so far? I'm guessing that might be it. For now, anyway. What's this? This is the beam I was tied to.
What's up?
I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over there and out the window if we climbed this.
Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me.
Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck.
Count on it. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go!
Boop. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing.
What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know?
She's so silly. I like her. Logic time! I mean, hook on this beam. Not enough of a foothold to climb out with. I don't know if these are linked together, but... The panel is held in place by a hook. The entrance to an underground room, perhaps. I don't know. Is this related to each other, maybe? Nope. Ow. Okay, hang on. What can you even open? Don't tell me we can use the costumes as a foothold. Is it really just the beam and the lockers? Let's do that. Ow! Okay, what is going on? Am I missing something, chat? Because he was like, he saw that room over there, and he was like, aha, I think I found the way out of this place. What does that room have to do with anything? Oh, there's a beam here. There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped up floor panel in place. Which reminds me, did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps. May have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. So you're saying there's a trapdoor somewhere, maybe under this map? Maybe. Okay, so it will be this, and then open floor panel. This hook on this beam. You know, I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible. I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose. Really? Like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. Oh, I get it! We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this trap. Alright then, let's fold this thing- tarp, sorry. Let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call a treasure! Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is a sweet fragrance of freedom. Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch! Alright. This thing is locked down tight. You can use a small key then. Aw, fiddlesticks! I believe you're up, Kay. Huh? Why me? Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to. Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door opened, and now... She just jumps down. There's a ladder. Wait, what? You alright? Kay! I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. I like that her head just pokes out, though. I can't believe that happened. You only have yourself to blame for leaving before you looked, you know. No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Oh, there you go. I about had a coronary. Yeah. Seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, but I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? Alright! Now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage, and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Oh, we are in Wild West Town. Okay. Looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness! You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed.
I thought my heart was gonna give out. Detective Gumshoe. May I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, what the fuck? Shifu! All 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Oh, what the fuck? Heh. What in the hell you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? Everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age and rank, is number 1. Got it? What is this? You're Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel! How do you address our Shifu so rudely? Long Tzu says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. Don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Gina? This ain't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. I love that I just gave him a southern accent just because he came out of a saloon. But I'm gonna stick to it. My pseudo-southern accent. Y'all see that just now? That's a proper way for 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? We'll be back right after these messages. We'll probably continue until 11, and then I'll just call it there. So 20 more minutes. I like the music. It's kind of funky. Got a jazz, got a saxophone. Okay, welcome back. All right. Ah, that's right. Franziska did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhengfa. Apparently, this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How's it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying that you could have solved this faster, pal? Comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. It would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang to yesterday's victim, Agent Acme Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Franziska and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. They do go into his hair. This ain't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out here in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings. Why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare mock the court? I do. And I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth don't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? And why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, man. Good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Oh, wait. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Rory Pop, control yourself. You can't keep thirsting over everyone. Why of all places did they show up here and completely out the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Great job, Detective. Sir, for losing sight of me and the kidnapper, and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir. I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. But the case isn't lost, yes, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Yeah? Yeah? You gonna do that? You gonna show me? Shall I prepare the 21 gun salute now or later? Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir. Lang means wolf in Chinese, so... Agent Lang definitely has an agenda, so the question is, what is he after? Oh my gosh, wait. He's canonically Chinese, and I gave him a cowboy accent. Ni howdy! I can joke about that, I'm Chinese. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is it? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean. I'm Mr. Edgeworth. We have an assistant now, I guess. I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. What? Buddy, I don't recall making you my assistant. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How could you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet. No way. I will not lose to the spot. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl. I'm sorry, sir. Absolutely nothing is coming to mind right now. As a man, the only thing I can attest to is this. To be a man, I, Dick Gumshoe, will tell no lie. His heart's in the right place. Now to work on his deduction skills. There's a kitty! There's a kitty on the left! Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders. Cat. I highly doubt I'll find a clue in here, but I might as well check just to be sure. This barrel sure is heavy. You there! Do you know what's inside of this thing? It's the emergency water supply for putting out fires. I see. Well, they certainly are well prepared. I can't pet the kitty. Oh, so sad. This horizontal bar is used for tying up horses. Apparently, you can ride real horses at the cowboy's ranch area just up ahead. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Is it possible that the culprits have already escaped with the help of a stolen horse or two? Under Agent Lang's orders, we already rounded up all the horses. Every last one has been accounted for.
Agent Lang is good, although I won't go as far as to say I'm impressed just yet. Save a horse, ride a cowboy. It's an empty barrel. I'd venture to guess that its only purpose is to set the mood. For now. It's a cactus. There's something written on this sign. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. Oh, okay. Some sort of tracks were left in the mud here thanks to the rain. They look like tire tracks. Too bad they're destroying the Wild West atmosphere they worked so hard to create. The tires on whatever made these probably got pretty muddy as well. Oh no, not the blue badger. That wriggling. I just can't bring myself to call it dancing. Ugh. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. They almost look like they're ready to jump out into the real world and gallop away. Almost being the key word. It's an old-fashioned rocking chair, the kind that makes you feel instantly at ease. There's something written here. A soothing 10-minute sitting for only $100! I see. Reverse psychology. Make it so expensive that no one would dare sit on it. Okay. There are also footprints here leading in, but it looks like I can't work with that yet. Man, I can't calmly do my stealing at all with all that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's alright, it's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. So what are you gonna do about your investigation into the kidnapping? Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a wee bit more complicated. Oh, come on. You can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go. But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief, I'm the Yatagarasu. As I said earlier, Yatagarasu is after one and only one thing. So what is it? What is this one and only one thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. It was 7 years ago. Flashback! There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of the three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. It's the Phantom Thieves of Hearts! Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be, can it? Mr. Armano? Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm so sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you've returned. For you, Mr. Armano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. Buddha-tier earlobes and just money in front of him. So who's the old man?
He's the father of the currently kidnapped Ernest Armano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Armano. What? Hold on there. Then what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen, and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Armano? Or Amano. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy! Sniff. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Armano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It's incredibly moving. Wish I had recorded him saying that. You definitely should have recorded that conversation. Not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age, kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Is there anything else about him you notice of late? Now that you mentioned it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been on with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, and so maybe he would know where my son is. Don't trust grown men who call their father daddy. I don't know, I would have assumed that if you're kidnapped and you, you call out for your mommy all the time, sometimes, like, I want my mommy. Mr. Armano, could you please tell me a little bit more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took over a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. Tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say of anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I had better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Amano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Alright, well, what are we waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. I love the rivalry between Kay and Gumshoe. So what should we examine first? Thanks to... Oh. Amano is sitting on the chair. Thanks to Agent Long, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until only very recently, which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there. Oh, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Long's direct command! No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy! Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. Oh, they're dragging him away! No! Rest in peace, Gumshoe. Well, that was exciting. Hey. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to... Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position.
Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know? Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back.
Ha! You're the only one asserting that.
Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way.
You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about.
Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say.
Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride, I guess. Gummed his shoe. He gummed his last shoe.
Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here.
I remember hearing rain fall out here while I was being held in there.
Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up.
I should be thankful. It left with some nice footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we followed them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it will be that easy.
Why not?
Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. We don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers.
Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Ha! I got you now, you vile criminals!
I think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these.
Oh, come on, lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. Don't really think the criminals would be hiding in there right in front of the two officers.
I certainly hope not. Excuse me, but if you could let me through here. Sorry, can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Isn't this one of those things those things you tie horses to?
Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment.
Aw. And here I was hoping I would get to ride one.
You know how to ride a horse?
No, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse.
Non sequitur is the way to describe your logic. Why are you just counting your money, Amano?
If these were real, I wonder what you put in them.
Water would be the obvious answer.
If you stored water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad?
People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted.
Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really like the strange taste.
Looks who's making fun of them now. Finally a character who thinks like I do. I thought that's Camille.
Camille. Look, there's a blurb around the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to the Gatewater land from the local police precinct. Yeah.
I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place.
So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Haha, just kidding, they wouldn't do something so silly.
Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before.
They look so lifelike, don't you think?
Are you thinking of wrangling, or rather, stealing them?
You can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can put some sweet talk them. I know you can sweet talk them out.
I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand, but they wouldn't budge, Kay.
Hey, it's the blue badger! Badger, get!
I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw? He's just dancing. He's doing that contorted wiggling dance again. Aha! Mike Meekins! Oh no, he's another cop from an old case, but okay. You've undercover my undercover identity, sir. I was to remain under that head, sir. Aren't you Officer Meekins?
Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of the cases I headed 2 years ago. But the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time? Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring heat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled and the kidnappers had escaped, sir. So I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already. I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone. It would seem that some people never change. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit? Sir, that's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Long is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir, it's such an honor. How long have you been standing here, officer? Sir, for about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. But I've been here ever since, sir. If that's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No. But I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it too. I patrolled the park, all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? Is what Mr. Officer's Meekins testimony contradicts.
Take that!
Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. He's into it. Sir, of course, sir, if that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to only have one of each badger in it at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the Blue Badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another Blue Badger wandering the premises. What? Sir? Then, what would mean? That would mean that there are 2 Blue Badgers walking around. But why? Mr. Officer Meekins? Oh no. Wait, so I got knocked out in the haunted house and taken all the way into Wild West? I got dragged across the whole park? It's not that hard to remember 4 incredibly obvious names. Yeah. What can you tell me about the head? Oh. It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage. Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some point, right? Or drove into it. Correct. But for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. Oh, I thought there was going to be an ad. Hang on. I thought the ad had started, so I was starting to wait. That's a good time to get water, because the stream is ending soon, and my throat is about to cave in on me. 1 second. Okay, we'll probably go on for a little bit more until there's a good place to stop. Because my throat is about to die. Whenever I play this game, I really should get a second person to come in. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is...
Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? Person wore a costume to get away.
Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are...
A blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger.
Yes, those 3.
So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh?
I just want to see if they want me to connect this one yet. They do. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning.
Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right?
Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers.
Okay, Mr. Edgeworth. Time to use those footprints and go badger hunting.
Raripop, you would probably be a really good K. But that does mean that you'll have to be around whenever I stream on Tuesdays, if you're able to make that.
So we're looking for footprints made by the costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here.
They both do look like possible candidates.
This set is walking out to the west. Ah, it just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it headed from here.
I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium.
I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east.
Just keeps going.
Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth, I got him! I got one of the culprits! Ah, no! I'm not a kidnapper, sir!
Down, K. Like a dog. Down, K. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But the criminals were each wearing a costume.
Aha! Maybe they came over to this garage for something.
That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir!
What did you do in Peak? Let's open this shutter and see what we can find.
Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Ah!
Oh! Uh-oh. What in the... Seem to have stumbled upon... seem to have stumbled across a dead body. Looks like each of the badgers also have a car assigned to them for some reason. So we have the blue badger mobile. We have the pink badger mobile. Maybe the bad badger, because he's a bad guy, doesn't get a car. And then the proto badger has his own mobile, and it drives out and away. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed, and why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Longmore's men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage, right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From a cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. Absolutely, Bad Badger rides a... No, probably like a Vespa. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. Won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious note. Yeah, okay. As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds. One is his abdomen and one is his shoulder.
So that means he was shot twice?
No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is the entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound.
Nice! I knew you could figure it out.
Comes with the experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a little too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. This is an unusually shaped pendant.
What is it? Is it something valuable?
She seems to have regained some of her composure.
Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feeling about it. It's really pretty. Hold on. It's made of platinum silver. Nice. It is worth something after all. Ooh, and look. There's something written on the back.
Colin Devore.
It's a name.
Colin Devore. But this man's name is...
get a typical body scan, you know? Just go through the whole thing. If there's nothing here, then there's something wrong that contradicts basically what is here. Okay, let's see what we have.
Pulling the Vor. Stop thinking about Vor. What here is weird? Maybe it's that this is the Bad Badger? I barely have anything at the moment. It's kind of weird. What does this have to do with anything? The name? I guess. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. Victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Devore. Wonder what's up with that? I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. Hello? Excuse me, but you are... Hmm?
Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Yeah, stop it, Lauren. Don't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with...
Sounds like someone who doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance?
Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. Her name is Lauren Pops.
His girlfriend?
Well, it's not like that. We're more like friends, and we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. Even got this ring as a present from Lance. Swoon. Haha, you know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character.
May I inquire as to why you're here? She is, yeah, that's why her name is Pops.
I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance recently. I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through all this way by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped?
No one's supposed to know, but yes, it's true.
Oh, Lance! Can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now.
Looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden love routine.
So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here?
Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Oh no. My man brought me up to speak over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Long. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really did. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain a suspect, now! Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir, I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Long, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning, but that sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you had to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. Oh, he's that kind of cop. He's that kind of cop. But that's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Yeah, too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? You, how dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Long as it says, every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Okay. We will do this and then we're gonna call it. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carried off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that out, that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Okay. That's your reasoning? Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? Ha! Don't you know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? In my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi. You'd think I have heard of him and his teachings if he's that famous. What was that? Oh, a scroll. Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away for thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhengfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago, that makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? Wanna put it to a test? Okay. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. Okay.
Hold it!
So what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a bit of what you figured out, correct? I can say he was shot in a single glance, yep. Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Why am I sounding like that as Edward? Yeah, don't pat yourself on the back yet. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Here we go. Lang Zi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer?
Hold it!
It would appear you've studied a bit of her laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child on every street corner already knows? It's that Sheena. Here we go. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is one in charge of keeping track of the information.
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be what might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than the Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How did you check every single person? What? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you, show me your gun! Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! What did you hear? What did you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir, I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we got. You're the only one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Long? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. I mean... Is it the fact that there's only one badger?
Objection!
Agent Long, about this piece of evidence. Oh. Oh no. Longzi says, confidence is like a soul. Words without confidence is but empty shells. You won't waste your breath on these words you have no confidence in, Mr. Prosecutor. Although it's just as bad as to say something in full confidence and be wrong. Good night. Are you gonna let him lecture you about your self-confidence like that? I don't need to be overflowing with self-confidence. I just need to think rationally. After all, I only need to be confident in facts.
Hold it!
You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? Oh, I guess I didn't press the last one. Oops. From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say it's pretty obvious that this is a crime scene. Longzi says, a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Hey, finally a quote even I've heard of before. Furthermore, Longzi says... Scroll. Thank you kindly. Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Long ignores her country's laws. Shilong Long. Just what sort of investigator are you? I mean, I know the Bad Badger has a gun, but when do I pitch that? Do I present this that tells them... Oh, no. Wait, look at the body. What about the body? There's no blood on the ground. Yeah, I know. Like, it's obvious that the murder didn't happen here, but, like, where do I pitch that? Yeah, I know. I guess I present the photo of the body, eh? I just need to... Yeah, I think it's just presenting it here. Okay. Thank you. I knew that fact, it's just... sometimes finding the right moment to present it is kind of difficult in Ace Attorney. Unfortunately for you, Agent Long, that is simply not possible. Oh, what do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself. While you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? He said, Okay, I'm gonna have to bring out my Cantonese roots. It's so out of place, especially because he sounds like a cowboy. So you did notice that there was a little too much blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene, and if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's a little weird that that officer was hanging around here in the first place? Weird? How so? Hey, you! Your squad's not even supposed to be at this... what kind of accent is that? Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk. But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. How dare you take your pack obligation so lightly? Ayouty. Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! See me the way you did earlier, please, sir! Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too! Well, we gotta know more about it. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in... While selling dreams in a blue Badgermobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Not the children. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. What is this blue Badgermobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the blue Badgermobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir. Okay.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation, please.
Sir! Yes, sir! Well, first I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Oh, no.
Well, what do you expect when you're dressed like the Blue Badger?
I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so... Went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams to the West.
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams?
Sir, the Blue Badgermobile is where dreams are collected. What? Sweetness like you've never known, accepting dreams, ma'am, like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am, like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badgermobile along as a sworn duty, ma'am.
Hold it!
Wait, was I told to Nya 3 minutes ago? Or was that 30 minutes ago? I can't see the notifications. It's not wide enough. 35 minutes ago. I'm good. You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers.
No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right. Wow, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a small dreams, a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony.
Yes, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here?
I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. One of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. So I had to move away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it... Haha, the good old drop kick. Dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent.
In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely related to the investigation.
Sir! That's right, sir!
That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. Sounds like he's simply forgetting about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there's one flaw in Officer Meekins' story. I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. Did I press this already? Yeah. Which one did I not press?
Hold it!
Maybe I didn't press the first one?
Hold it!
Alright then, where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir! You must mean the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area? It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am!
Hold it!
That's weird. Good night, Kami. I'm about to head off too, myself. Maybe I'll catch you in a little bit and say good night. Let's see. Present. Let's look at the map again. I mean, you had to pass through, essentially, quite a bit.
Hold it!
Well, the Badgermobile is here. Okay, welcome back. Almost. I will just present this.
Objection!
Yeah, your mobile is here, my guy. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir, I'm lying, sir! Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the blue Batmobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? But actually, I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized it, the blue Batmobile was nowhere to be found, sir. Which means it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. That's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is going to buy such a convenient tale as that? What exactly is so convenient about this story? The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used all right. Move the dead body. Well, what? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins, and then you used the blue Badgermobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir! It wasn't, because the tracks are with the other mobile. Agent Long, wait! What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. Why did I say that? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. We can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, truth, schmooth, I couldn't care less.
Our job is to catch the crook. You will find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. Where's buffoon? I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my little pretty boy. We're gonna end right here on that line. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. There's no better line to end. It's always gonna be a cliffhanger. It's Ace Attorney. There's never gonna be a non-cliffhangy spot to end on. Okay? Like, it's always gonna be that. Right before they hate bang? Yeah. Only for next time. Oh my god, that's the one that you're gonna end on? Really? You're gonna end on that frame? You're gonna end on that frame. Cursed. Absolutely cursed. Oh. Oh, get me out. Get me out of here. Oh. That is a very cursed menu screen. Holy fuck. He's right behind me, isn't he? We are gonna be winding down now.
Hello?
Hello? Okay, you're making me drink water again. Okay, here we go. Oh, no! Oh no.
Hello?
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no, here we go again. Technically a fursuit. This is the most furry adjacent case. Oh. It's so cursed.
Yeah. Hello?
I do. Kami, I thought you've gone to bed. What gives? Yeah. Oh god, more water. Oh, holy fuck, I am upping the price of water. Holy shit. Oh. You had to see the end.
Hello?
Well, thank you for sticking around. I'm glad you saw the line, ignorant pretty boy.
Hello?
Water being the sheep is good for me. I know, but I'm drinking all the Buddha water. I'm using up all my Buddha water. Yeah. Oh, kitten, drink from the Buddha. Oh, kitten, drink from the Buddha, please. Don't make me angry.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Oh gosh. Yeah, the alerts are still trying to keep up there. What's up with the drinking noise, Night Fury? What? Huh? What about my drinking noise? Excuse me? How dare.
It's just water noise. Thank you for sticking around, Chocopani. I'm really glad to see you again. Tomorrow we are doing a chill game, Tiny Bookshop, in which I will play using this softer voice only because I need to heal my voice from today's stream. And so Wednesdays are always chill game streams, ASMR adjacent, and we're gonna play a nice little chill game about selling books in different parts of town. Catch you next time, Chocopani. Good night. And our account should be close to 1 month old soon, so that means we can raid
Hello?
people. Oh, okay, fine. Here's one more. Yeah. Goodbye, chat.